So yeah, if it's the summary is asking the same thing, you don't have to do something else. So we don't do anything else for the epic, since the epic they won the main ticket. We don't have biggest ticket than epic, right? So this is the biggest ticket, and then it will go further. So you don't have to assign to a sprint because it's not accomplishable in one sprint. If you are a project owner, you can do assign to me, right? And then you will just click create. So let's take a look how many epics created.
So leave it just unassigned?
Ah,
Leave it unassigned or assigned?
It's better if you do assign.
Assigned
Mhm.
to ourselves?
Yes. Plan across the team and project.
You said to create epic?
Yes.
Doesn't matter, we will just give a name, any name, or there is some rules, names.
So epic is the one that it's not accomplishable. It's the beginning of the project will start with the epic, okay? So for that, you will have, imagine that it's a big story, which is like maybe you can accomplish in 2 quarters, in 1 quarter, etc. Or maybe a year, 2 years. For that, you are creating an epic. The timeline only contains the issues in project. It creates agile multiple project. Backlog. Skip. Active sprint. Oh, I am in the different project. That's why I don't see.
I can see as well, Ipo. I mean, I have added that, but it's not showing up.
What's going on? Timeline, backlog.
It was written after creating that it will not be visible because there is no feature, something like that.
Timelines.
We can pick any project name, or it has to be.
Project. Oh, okay. When you guys are doing it, is it asking about project name as well? So we are taking an
So
epic.
say epic name.
Okay, Amazon account IPO 2. And we are taking this one. It shouldn't ask about the project name.
Oh, okay.
Parent. Okay, medium label relates to you don't have to do anything else. You just do create and you will be able to see in the timeline. What's going on?
I think they want payment.
There won't payment, but we have a subscription already.
Mm.
And we don't need any additional payment. So project settings. Two. Two. Okay. Go back. Back. One. Yes. One. Oh, very. Software project. Right. Okay. Mm. Let's take a look what happens. It's giving the trial, but we have a subscription to this time. Mm. So okay, skip. Now it's showing all the, yeah, now we are able to see the as the timeline, and this is different timeline. Create Epic to do Amazon feature. Amazon feature. Site to be create. Created. Sorry guys, it's messed up somehow. It's not coming here. So to view the timeline, the project administrator edit your board filter, they include issues one group only. TCG. Okay. Who's this? Is that 02? Oh. Okay. So it opened new somehow. But we don't have a backlog and boards here. I don't know why. Let me stop recording. Get that one. So let's use a code. So you guys can go again to the Market Prep One project. Sorry guys, it is not working as planned. We might get like stacked in the middle. That's why I'm adding you guys to the right project. It shouldn't give this kind of issue somehow. There's a subscription issue. I don't know what was the issue. X-ray is not working as expected. Do you know what is X-ray? What kind of tool?
Yes. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. What we are storing over there? Stories? What kind of information? Ece, Sayadece. What is this X-ray?
So we are storing our documents.
What kind of documents? So please take a look. Take a look if you are able to go to the market prep one to this timeline. And create the same, same epic one more time. Are you able to see this market prep?
No.
Okay,
Next, Mark,
yes. So if you come here, discard. If you come here, Jira software,
Excuse me, we didn't see the screen.
am I sharing? Share my
you
screen.
create again.
Yeah, we need to create again. So market prep. Please go there.
Where is it? Market prep?
Here. They show you.
Maybe
Jira.
your screen is freezing or something, not moving your mouse.
Oh, really? It is
No.
Yeah, it's frozen.
maybe the internet issue. Stop sharing. I will share one more time. Share. Are you able to see? You are using this one.
Yes.
Just click this one. Go to the timeline. Create an epic here. Same thing, Amazon create feature. So Ulan is already created. If you don't have an access, please let me know.
I guess we don't have a access.
You don't have access? You don't see that?
It's on this Jira, like where I need to click to see this one.
Or you can just search here, text state market prep. Do you see this screen? Or am I freezing still?
Text state.
Market prep.
No, I don't have it. Ah,
Okay,
no, yeah, I found it. Sorry, I
good.
found it.
So other students were able to find it? So please speak up if you weren't able to, if you didn't find out, because we need to go further. So we are doing Amazon, right? Amazon website account creation feature. So this one, it was like just this one was just a example, right? So how we can create an epic, how we can create a story, how we can create a test, how we can connect the Jira with the test management tool. Let me resume recording. Oh, it was recording. Okay, so we spent lots of time for nothing. We have created here an epics in order to create a story. Stories will be under the epic, right? So basically you have one project under the project. So your project will be the timeline, inside the timeline, and you will create an epic. In Azure, you will create a future. So remember, in the Epic will be in Jira, the in Azure will be future. Okay. So most of the time in the resume, you will have at least 2 bug tracking, the test management tool, work management tool. And I do suggest you guys go to Azure and create an account, Azure, and then play around over there too. Okay, so once you have an Epic, let's say you guys are test leads and you did join the company and they were saying, okay, you need to do the proper testing for this website. What do you think right away, the bigger story, because the smoke test is not accomplishable in one sprint, right? So smoke test can be a one project for you. In order to do a proper smoke test, creating the for whole finished website, it will take lots of time. For that purposes, you right away think, okay, let me create an Epic. Same thing right now, we took an example for Amazon account creation. We need to test the account creation feature for this 2 sprint or maybe 3 sprint, right? So for that purposes in Jira, we are creating a feature. So feature will be in this color. And now I want to, so when you create, usually you don't create the feature, basically product owners will create Epic. And then underneath the Epic, the stories also most of the time, product owners, scrum masters will create the story, okay? So now let's learn how to create the story. For example, in my case, I will just click this create button. I will choose the story. And for this one, I will do test default, just keep following me. Test default account creation, page. So this is how we can create a story, and usually you don't have to assign because the assigning thing will be during the the planning meeting. Right now, we are just imagine that we are in the grooming. If you are sure you can do that, then you can assign to yourself. And now here you need to do a good connection, basically relates to, there will be like documentation in for Jira in the companies. Sometimes they will do like parent. We have a parent section as well. So you can do you can choose the parent and then take the Epic, or you can do implements. So when whatever the team, I mean, the company follows, you can follow that. So basically, how do you know? You will just click one of the story and then click edit, and you can see how they are doing, and then you can just follow like they're doing. After that, choose the right Epic. There will be lots of projects, and then if you choose different one, it's gonna be a problem. The product owner will reach out to you. Hey, you added additional story to my project. I think it's not related to my project or something. They will reach out to you. Okay, so that's why be careful and choose your Epic. Okay. So once you have done, you will just do create. So right now I created one story. underneath this epic. Let's take a look and then see if it's connected. Do I have two IPO or only one IPO? So as you can see, I have here one story. So I did choose two of them somehow, but you need to see only one. Okay. So this is the one that Ziyadece created, and here Aidana has created. Good. So let's say you guys are in the grooming, you started. Grooming might be like every day. Like if you are lead, if you are staff software engineer in test. So it's not like it can be an hour, like maybe 4 hours. They can talk that much long until the story is ready to go to the sprint. They will talk a lot. You might, if you say, I mean, if you are lead, you might join those meetings because you still didn't understand the story. So the main thing in the company, understanding the story is hard. Okay, it's gonna be very complex stories. So to understand, and if you have if you are lead position, you will go again and again to the meetings. So during the meetings, you will try to understand and you will fill up your test plan, right? So as I explained, like if it's like a project, you will create an epic, or there will be an epic, and you will start right away creating a test plan. How we can create a test plan? Please follow me, because this is like right now hands-on experience. After that, you guys need to do by yourself, okay? This is only one time I will show you. So we can, oh, please don't do that. Okay, go back here. I was in the market prep, right? Okay. Are we here? Good. I am here. Here's the IPO. Is it linked? Oh, I didn't link. So only a couple of students were able to link. Somehow I did do a different one. Okay. Yeah, so let's take a look. Yeah, I think this is the one actual Jira story label. But in X-ray, they have also story issue type. It might be this one, it is mixed with when I was creating, I choose this issue type, like the X-ray issue type. But if it's green, it's okay, Don't worry about it.
Excuse me, can I ask a question?
Yes.
So I was out for 5 minutes, so we're doing everything epic story in the text state market prep now?
Yes.
All over again, right?
Yes, all over again.
Okay, thank you.
So I am creating one story for now. So I can see my story is connected with me.
Story, but I cannot see. Didn't display.
Let's take a look. If it's not showed up here, you need to take a look. Even mine is not showing up. So Clara, did you do today? Yours is showing up, but mine is not showing up. Okay, create story type. We have only one story. Feature 2 or 3. Parent. Let's choose the parent maybe. So it's taking this one in the parent. I don't know how did I configure it last time. Either you can choose relates to, or you can choose the parent. I'm choosing both of them for now to make sure it will connects to my Epic. And I am checking now. So as you can see, I was able to see the story, and this hierarchy is showing me, for me, is child and relates. So usually you can take a look, follow the company. They will either choose the child issue or relates to, okay? I'm keeping, let me keep, I don't like this child, but it's not letting me to delete. So story will be created like this. So try to do that. Select in the child option also your story, and then in the relates to also your story, then you will be able to see. So once the grooming is going on, you are going every day, and then you are coming out from the grooming, you are thinking, okay, how do I test? Okay, let me create a test plan. So you will start from here. You will choose a test plan here now, okay? Do you guys see? Yeah. This time it's not a story, right? We are creating a test plan for one huge project. Here, test plan for Amazon account creation feature IPO. Just do same thing and then choose right now. Since the Epic, the test plan, most of the time will be created in Epic level. You don't have to create for each story. But be careful, the stories will be complex enough, and the companies might require to create a very, very small test plan. Each company is different, okay? So as I explained, like in different company, I was required to create a small, very short test plan for the story level. And in some company, in big company, I was required to create like a very formal, huge test plan for project level, okay? So each company will do different. For example, my current company, we don't create any test plan at all. Okay? So now I'm choosing this again, parent one, Epic. So basically, the correct way, the way that we are teaching right now in TechState, we are creating a test plan in the Epic level, not story level, okay? Okay, so I'm choosing here relates to as well. I don't know which one it's taking. And then if I am test lead, then I will assign to me, and then I will create, I will click create. Let's take a look. Is it affected to the Epic? So as you can see, I have test plan also connected with this project. Okay, basically all the activities has to connect it only with one project, specific project. Okay, if you guys will create this one to different project, then they will reach out to you. Oh, okay, so we are seeing additional test plan here, and I don't think it's ours. Okay, so when you create a test plan, you will have this kind of page. You don't see anything, right? At the same time, so as I explained, this is a Jira board all together, right? When you are seeing, this is a Jira board. But this sign, do you see this sign? Testing board. This is our repository. This is a testing management tool, which is called X-Ray. But there is several types of test management tool, Ziyadece. This is test management tool. So QA managers, the third round of interviews, they will definitely ask, do you have experience with different types of test management tool? That time you should mention, yes, I have an experience with using the X-Ray, Zephyr, Azure, testing board. So there's different type of, I have also explained right now, even in the job description, if you guys if you guys see in the LinkedIn, there is one of the very famous test management tool, which is called Qtest. So you can also do a little bit research about the Qtest as well. Okay, Qtest, the X-ray, everything can be edible inside the work management tool. So you guys will see different sign than this. Right now, this sign for this label is for the X-ray, but Qtest might be a little different. Qtest. So there's lots of different type of test rail. There's another, and the Tricient. There's lots of test management tools. Okay. Let's go. So we have here, it is like in the work management tool, we are seeing that IPO has created a test plan. At the same time, so this is for the upper management. So this project for the upper management, they want the account creation feature successfully created, tested, everything is done, and we are able to deploy to the production. That's what they are aiming to, okay? That's why this work management tool is used, and they can see all the activities underneath, okay? But for us, since we work in different projects, different tasks, we need to keep our work in centralized place. That's why we are using a test management tool. So if you click this test management tool, please open now. If you click the test management tool, we will have this kind of all the activities, all the magic things that you can do manually. So if you come here, test plan, you will see different types of test plan. Do you see that? Same thing that we have created underneath the Epic, it should be visible here too. Okay, so let's take a look. And I think I need to, as you can see, this is the test plan that was shown in the work management tool. We do have here as well, okay? Same thing. So once you have this, once you have the test plan is created, this description place is the place where you can put your test plan details. Okay, so in my case, I need to take the ready test plans that I have maybe here. Drive, where was the test plan and test strategy? So basically you will create something like this test plan. And then you will paste it here. But, oops. But you need to create based on your, what is it? We have so long. Okay, so you will have one template and you will reuse, right? For Amazon account creation. You will rewrite your test plan details from here. You will come up with your objectives and the scope. What are you going to create, and the high-level test scenarios. And okay, so let's do a one high-level test scenario for account creation. Oh, it's already here. Input validation. Let's keep it the rest of them. Scope, environment, test strategy. We don't need the test strategy. Usually, so no one is creating, even Google, FAANG companies, MANG companies also not creating the strategy. They are creating combination of test strategy and test plan together. Okay. So as I explained, the high-level test plan, high-level test scenario is the main key that you can manipulate your team members are doing the right work. So that's the one that makes sure that the high-level test scenario is working as expected. So here is validate users can successfully create an account using valid credentials. This is only one test case, right? Because you will have only one valid credentials. Maybe they have two valid credentials. You might be able to create with username and email address, right? So that means you can create based on this high-level test scenario, you can create at least 2 test cases. Okay, so based on this requirement. So for example, let's say the story. The story that we have currently, it is here. So let's put the save here. Save. So you created like approximate test plan. You don't have everything. So in the test plan, let's say you are creating the website from scratch and you guys are working account creation story, right? Then you will have only one high-level test scenario, okay? And then next sprint, you guys are creating main page of the website. It's gonna be another, you will come up with another high-level test scenarios. Validate all the functionalities on the main page is working as expected. For that, one sentence validate all the main page functionalities are working as expected is one high-level test scenario. Based on this high-level test scenario, you can create at least 20 test cases. That means you need to validate all details, functionalities working as expected, validate Amazon device functionalities as working as expected. So you will click all of them, but for all of them, you need to create a test cases, not high-level test scenario. So as a test lead, I am covering with one sentence and I am making sure my team member, in order to meet this high-level test scenario, she's creating at least 20 test cases, okay? I don't have to create a 20 test case. Instead, I will create one high-level test scenario in my documentation. I will share with Mahabat Ece. Mahabat Ece will take a look here. Oh, okay, so I need to create test case for validate that users can successfully create an account with valid credentials. So why am I coming up with this high-level test scenario? Because this one has to be in the requirement document, which is in the story. Let's go back to the backlog. And I created a story here, right? This is hover over prep page.
I have a question.
Yes.
But we don't create this epic and all these user stories, right? We only write the test plans.
if you are lead, and if you're, let's say you come up with one project, like regression can be one project, smoke test can be one project. You go to the company and the website is already created, you need to do test properly. That can be one project. That time you need to come up with your epic. Okay, Chinara? So you
Okay,
might,
it's related only lead position.
yeah, lead position.
Mm.
But mostly the product owners and Scrum Masters are business analysts, Scrum Masters are responsible to create the epic stories. And if you are creating an epic, if you are coming up with project, make sure that you will inform to the product owners and the manager. Hey, I want to spend time for this one, and I need an additional project so I can track my work because we need this one and I want to spend time. Or you can just say, okay, I want to explore the ChatGPT. I want to explore ChatGPT and using the AI tool. I want to come up with the test management tool. I want to come up with automated IDE or whatever. So whatever you want to create something, you can come up with the epic. Okay. So let's choose my story. Let's say this story is a requirement document for me. Oh, I am in there. I'm in the different project. Okay, here, testing board, planning, backlog, and timeline. Where's IPO? So here, as you can see, I created one story, right? So, and as I explained, each story has a requirement document. So that means requirement will be inside the description. So we can do here air story. Story will be with it will starts with the acceptance criteria. So as a user, I want to successfully create an account with valid credentials. Valid credentials. Credentials. Username and user email address. So this is an acceptance criteria. So the product owner will create this kind of acceptance criteria, and then they're saying, okay, so you need to test this story. Then you will come up with one high-level test scenarios, and you will put it into your high-level test plan. Okay. Let's close this one. Any questions? So this is this story we had already. So that's why I am putting inside my high-level test plan. But in the high-level, in the story, there will be like at least 2 test cases, okay? Or you can do the user story can be, as a user, I want to be able to see the account creation page. And then there will be like all the inputs, username, password, email, name, and etc. At that time, your high-level test scenario will be different. Okay, this is an example. So we are meeting this acceptance criteria. So AC will be the acceptance criteria, okay? Always, whenever product owner creates one story, and whether they're only one line, one word, that's your acceptance criteria. You need to meet that. Make sure that you tested that acceptance criteria, okay? So for that purpose, I put one high-level test scenario in my test plan. Next sprint, there will be another story. Then you will put another what? Validate, blah, blah, blah. You will come up another high-level test scenario. Okay. But in one sprint, there will not be only one story. Like there will be like at least 3-4 stories for the team members, right? Then you will create 4 or 5 high-level test scenarios based on the stories. Okay. Any questions?
I have a question. Yeah. So this is all our test plan, right?
Mhm.
And we are just each let's say if we didn't finish yet, for example, this project, then we will just keep adding each sprint the high level description, like like you said. Can you show it again? The test plan? Yeah, please.
Chinara, you are talking?
Yes.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
the top.
Mhm.
Yeah, here you add this high level validate that users can successfully create an account using valid credential. So every sprint, every 2 weeks, we will just add to this
Yes.
test plan just new like feature or
Yeah, which is called the high-level test scenarios. So always remember, they in the interview, the QA manager wants to hear this one. If that QA manager has a very good the testing experience, she knows all the certification, blah blah blah. They want to have the high-level test scenario, so you can manipulate each team member what they're doing. Okay, so you will not give your team members you don't feed them, but you will give the direction. At the same time, that direction will be finished, or that direction has to be accomplished. So that means you are giving like one, for example, let's say here in account creation, start here. In start here page, it has several inputs, right? Several inputs, and you can test each input button with the negative, positive. Make sure each input functionalities are working as expected. There will be multiple high-level test scenarios. So here, this is, for example, this is going to be second high-level test scenario for you. Let's say story came. So we will have in the story will be written like, we will have this page. We are creating this page, make sure this page is working as expected. For this one, you will come up the high-level test scenario here. From input button, ensure that email input field accepts only valid email formats. So this is the one high-level test scenario. Second one, validate password strengths requirement are enforced, minimum, maximum characters. For this one, your tester can create at least 5-6 test cases. Okay. And then check mandatory fields. So there is a mandatory fields. What is mandatory? This is the required fields. One of them is required, one of them is not required. I don't know. So usually you need to have asterisks if it's required, okay? But Amazon made it all of them required. If you don't write, then it will pop up like error message, okay? So for that, you are coming up with the high-level test scenario, and after high-level test scenario, you are sharing with your team members. And then, for example, this first two high-level test scenarios is working Mahadece, and then second two high-level test scenarios will work with Yadece. Okay, but this kind of formal, very formal test process will not be followed in most of the companies. Some company, they don't write test plan at all. Some companies, they will create only test cases. So each company is different. But if they come up like a discussion in the test process, test QA meeting, so if QA managers throws this kind of question, just you need to know what is the proper process. You can give your suggestion. Oh, okay, so we can have the test plan in the future level, epic level, and we can have the test lead, and then we can have multiple team members so we can work together. So you need to know the proper test process, okay? But again, in each company is different. So let's keep going. So right now I have a test here, account creation, one test scenario. As a tester, I need to meet this requirement, okay? For that, I need to create a test case, okay? So let's do save, and then I am gonna use either here or we can go to the repository. So you can add new tests here, but I do prefer to go to the test repository, okay? It's better to organize your test cases inside the test repository. So this is the repository, and I am going to create a folder, Amazon details. Okay. If you want, please follow me. I will put here IPO, you put your name, and then it's gonna be, so you don't forget. It's kind of it's going to be a little bit confusing if you don't do right now. Okay. Where is it?
Sorry, when I press the testing board, nothing appears.
So you will come here, you will create the test repository. Okay.
But I cannot see even test repository.
Mine is not just the first, just for
Yeah, when you click the testing word, it's push you in the test repository.
So do you see here testing board?
No.
Choose the bar.
Okay. So are you coming here? Did you click this one?
I clicked the testing board, on the right, on the right side.
You don't see anything here?
But I can see that second part. Yeah, which one you're hovering, I cannot see that part.
This part? Okay, can you share your screen?
1 second.
So let us know if you're sharing.
Yeah, I'm sharing. Can you see my screen?
Click testing board, yes.
Yeah, I'm clicking and this is nothing.
You need to wait a little bit. It takes a little bit time to load, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Can you do like update button or
Like the website, whole website?
yeah, whole website? So it takes time. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
That one will show you everything. Okay. Mhm.
Okay.
Stop sharing. I need to share. Let's finish up quickly because I have lots of things. Okay, so once you have that one, the task is to create the test cases, right? I will come here. I need to have a testing in the test repository. Since the project is new and we are creating only the Amazon account creation. For that purpose, Amazon is the huge project. That's why I'm creating one Amazon details, IPO. Underneath, if you can see here, I don't have anything. I will start creating a test case. Okay, so I will do create tests. Here, test case will start what? Validate user can create an account with valid username, user email. Okay, user email. This is my first test case. I will go through here and I will choose the parent as a test plan. Okay, so make sure that it has to link to your test plan. I don't know which one we need, but I am choosing here. Where's my another Amazon?
So you need to create Amazon detail folder like yours.
So right now I am
Ah.
creating a test case. Okay, hold on.
It's inside our Epic, right? The test plan inside the story.
Right now, I am creating a test case. Look, we have Epic. Underneath Epic, we have a test plan. We don't have to link our test case to the Epic because we have a big test plan underneath. We need to see the test cases. Okay, that's why I am choosing the test plan here. Okay. Oh, am I choosing the future? So we
I
need
think
to,
it's Epic, no?
yeah, it's a,
This Amazon.
yeah, let's choose the test plan here. Okay, let's choose the test plan. So this is the Epic. Okay, and then I will do assign to me. Any questions? Yeah, this is the how we can create a test cases. But when you are creating test case, you are already in the sprint. Okay, right now we are not in the sprint. I am just teaching the how to create the test case. But if you are in the sprint, of course, you will be in the sprint when we do the actual hands-on experience. You will choose the sprint here. It's not going to be difficult, okay?
And what if we don't have anything in under issue? Ah, I found it.
Okay, create. So once you have a test case, as you can see, we will have one test case here underneath this repository. And this one will be linked with the test plan as well, okay? If you come here, let's go to my test plan. And if you scroll down, we should be able to see one test cases. So if it doesn't show up here, you will choose existing test case, and then you can choose one test case, add selected test case, okay? There's lots of ways to do that, but usually it should right away pop up here. Okay, so let's go back to the, okay. So when we go to the repository, when you click your test case, there is a place linked issue. So this one, we need to be able to see the test plan, okay? Always your test case has to link to your test plan, Okay, has to be underneath. Since we use the test, we added the test plan here, that's why we are able to see. If you click this test plan, we need to see our test plan here as well. Okay. So right now test case is created. We don't have test steps yet. Okay. Inside the test case, there will be a test steps, which is manual steps. You will click new. So how we will create the test steps? In order to create an user email, with valid email, you will do what? First step is navigate to Amazon.com. You will give the proper URL. Navigate to, and this is the URL. Since it's URL, you will put at the inside the data column, and then expected result. User navigated. This is the first step. And second step, once you navigated to this page, what do you do here? You will do new step. You're adding new step. Enter following details. And then here, user email is equal to ipod.m.@gmail. You will have the test data, right? gmail.com. And then second one is PVD, password is equal to blah, blah, blah. This is the requirement, right? And then you will put the third one, click sign in. So you will enter, and then here step will be user is able to enter the details. This is the next step. So once you enter the next step, the last step is gonna be user clicks login button. We don't need any data here, but here verify user is able to user is able to redirect to new to login page or welcome page, right? Welcome page. So this is going to be our test steps. Okay, so inside the test case, you will have very simple test steps. Navigate to the Amazon.com. Basically, you are clicking here, you are navigating to this page, you are entering this detail, and you are clicking the continue. Instead, we just put like a sign in button, right? So once you clicking that, this is another step. So basically, you are manually, step by step, bringing to the finishing up your test case. So those are called test steps. Okay, is it easy? Your first test case is done. Okay, so if you click here, you will have test case name, test plan is here, and the test steps are here. Let me create one more test case. Create a test. Here, validate user is able to create an account with username, not user email, right? So I'm creating and I am choosing here my test plan. And I am assigning to me, I am creating. Okay, so I have the second test case. Okay, I will put the test steps. Can I do the import? No, I can do, but let's do just add step. New steps. Navigate. Amazon. Navigated. You will not be so much detailed when you're creating a test steps because it's very boring thing, but you have to do that in the company. So, and then enter details and enter details, entered, and then click sign in button, clicked, and then here so I think that's it. I have two test cases. Let me make sure it's connected with test plan. Let's say the sprint is end. You are done with your test cases. You met the acceptance criteria. Now execution time started. The developer shared the page with you. That was deployed to the QA environment and you were able to create it. You are able to do a testing, okay? So that means you need to execute your test case. So test plan created, test case is created. Now you need to execute the test case, okay? So for that, you will come to your test plan. You will find your test plan. So I will click my test plan. Underneath, I need to make sure I have two test cases linked here. Somehow it's not linked. Let me add my second test case. Add tests, existing test. I will look my second test case and I am adding my test case here. So once you have the test case, test plans are all ready, the code is already in the QA environment. You are having this kind of environment. We'll start with the QA, Amazon.com, blah, blah, blah. You are able to open, you started testing, meaning that you are putting the username, email, and then you are creating sign-in button, right? So for that, that's called an execution time, test execution time. So what do? You will do create execution, okay? You will choose all test and then you will just assign to me, you will choose the sprint and then you will do create test execution. As you can see, my page has changed. So now I have the execution place here. And I am clicking my execution page. As you can see, I have here play button. Okay, I will click play, and then you will have there your test steps, right? That we have created. Navigate to Amazon website, right? You will do, if you were able to navigate to the Amazon website, you will do pass. If you like enter following details, you are entering following details, and you are able to enter for input buttons like here, right? Then you added this stuff, and then you were able to do that, then you will do pass. Okay. And then last one, you need to click sign in button, right? So this is the action. User clicks login button, verify user is able to redirects to the welcome page. So when you do sign in, if you are redirecting the welcome page, you will do pass. Okay. But if you were not able, it was coming something error, then you will do fail. Your test case is failing from here. Okay. What you will do is you will give I am facing 400 error page. Instead of seeing the redirecting welcome page, you are seeing 400, just 400 number. It's from the API, right? API is like bad credentials, bad something, then you will have 400 error. So what do? You will add the comment, and do you see the defect? So you need to take the picture of that page, right? So you are seeing the 400 error, and you took the picture, and when you are executing, you will do error actual result comment. And so evidence. So you will do this, you will choose the screenshot. Okay. So let's take the screenshot. Hopefully I took the right screenshot. I don't take the 2 days. I think this one is Amazon open. I did choose the screenshot. I will add. So that means you did test it, right? So you have all the evidence here. And then what do? Defect. You will create a bug. Okay. So that means you need to create a bug. Of course, when you're before creating a bug, communicate with developer. He's saying, yes, it's a bug. Then you will create a bug. Okay. So when you create a bug, you will be redirected right away to this page. And then what do? You will take the bug, and then user is facing 400 error page while creating error page in Amazon account creation page. So you will give the summary, and then it will give all the test steps automatically for you, right? So it's saying action detail, expected result, blah, 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 navigate to this website, and then user navigated, enter following details, and then click login button. So from here, you are getting an error. So you need to choose the specific story from where you are getting, because you are executing the test case, and your test case is related to this story. You need to choose that story. You don't choose the developer because you don't know who is going to fix it, right? And you need to make sure that your screenshot is also here. If you don't have the screenshot attached here, you can also one more time choose the screenshot and then you will do create. Okay, so you created one bug here and you are executing, which is good. Now you need to go to the next test case. Okay, this one is passed, this one is passed, this one is passed. You're done with the execution. Okay, so once you're done with execution, that's it. So you will go out and then you will have, when you go to the test plan back, if you click the test plan, you're done. You can go out, test execution, and you will see this kind of report. Okay? You see that? You were able. And now from here, you will take this link and then you will create a sign-off letter. Okay? Dear team, I finished the test execution and so far I am facing one issue. We are not able, but sign off letter at the end. Right now, you just one time executed and then you created a bug. So next day in the stand-up, you will bring up your bug into the sprint. Okay, so let's go to the backlog, make sure that bug is coming here. So backlog. And we need to find our bug. As you can see, here's the bug is here. Okay, so in the stand-up, you will say, so you will be in here, your sprint will be here, and then you will show your bug here. And then you will talk about this bug. Okay, I executed my test case. I finished my test case. I found one issue, and who is going to fix? Usually, the developer who created that page, they will take that story and then he will quickly fix that issue. Okay, once he's fixed that issue, then he will say, okay, I fixed that issue. I am sending that code to the QA environment. You say, okay. You will check the unit test coverage, QA process, following the QA process. Now you need to execute your test case again, okay? For that, you will come here. You will come to your test plan again because you are testing one more time, right? He touched the code. You don't know, maybe he fixed something, maybe something is failing, right? For that purposes, you will come to your test plan again. Here. You will create test execution. Okay. So you will do all test, create. And then you will do, like, you will have, let's say you have 30 test cases, right? You will run all over all of them. And then, so you have the 2 execution here. You will come this one, and then you will start doing again, running your test case. This time it's all passing. You will do like this. You will keep executing your test case. Pass, 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 pass. And then you see this one? You don't have any more test cases. That's why it's disabled. You are going out. And then you will see this kind of green. This is your test result. Basically, you will have you will go your test plan back. So if you want to do sign-off letter, you will come here back, click your test plan, find your test plan. As you can see, it looks green, right? This is your test plan. When you are doing it sign off, this is the official website where your all upper management will see what did you do in this sprint, okay? So imagine from here, you have 100 test cases, okay? And then you will take this link and then you will create official sign-off letter. Dear team, we are finishing up sprint. So far, I executed 100 test cases. Everything looks good. We don't have any high priority bugs, and we found this much of issues, and all of them are fixed. We are good to go to the production. Boom. And then you need to paste this link and then send to your team an email. Okay. So go back to the Confluence page.
Oh, that's
Yes.
question.
Yes.
What is the yellow button?
It's like an unclear page. Instead of like here, mobile number, you were expecting mobile number and email, right? Here it's showing a number and email. Then you will make it yellow and then you will give the comment, because once you execute your test cases, you will next day you will meet with the developer and you guys will do review your test cases. Okay. You can see here yellow, and then you will go say, hey, so yeah, in this test case, I wasn't able to see, like in the requirement, we need to see this mobile number and email word, but somehow I see number or email. So did we change the requirement? You can ask, right? This is an issue thing. So that time you will choose the yellow button. Thank you for mentioning that. So you can ask that the yellow button. So what I was doing here, we are going back to the QA process, right? This one. So we did executed the test case, execution is done, and then we are doing a sign off and we are done with the testing, okay? During the grooming time, we created a test plan, sprint started, and you created a test case, and after 7 days, developer sent that code to the QA environment. I started executing the test cases inside the Xray, and once it's done, you will create a formal email to the team, okay? Good, any questions? Okay, did anyone follow it with me? Okay, let's take a break. After that, we will start following the same thing that I have created. So this is the practice time. So next time, I don't know how to create a test case. Well, I don't know what is the test steps. Can you show me the test steps? You need to show me the test steps, those kind of things. I hope you guys will do today, and then we will not have that kind of issues, okay? Any questions?
No.
Okay, so let's take a break for 10 minutes. We will be in 8-7 back. Oh,
We missed so many good parts
okay.
that you were explaining.
Yeah.
I can repeat one more time. As expected. Also, following page is working as expected, and then I will put here the picture. Okay. So now you will not see this website yet, right? In the grooming time, you will see only the picture, which is US UX design. So there will be a link in the Confluence to the Confluence page. When you click the Confluence page, you will see this page, okay? But instead I'm putting here. So what kind of high-level test scenario you will add now? So you did meet only one. You created one high-level test scenario for this acceptance criteria. And now I would like you guys create one high-level test scenario to make sure that this web page is working as expected. Okay, so then now I do suggest you guys go to your test plan, copy my, so now we added one more acceptance criteria, right? Here. So you need to meet this acceptance criteria. In order to meet this acceptance criteria, you need to add additional high-level test scenario. So your testers can what? Can create the proper test cases for that. Now go to your test plan. And if you want, you can copy my test plan now. Put it one more high-level test scenario, maybe 2 more, 3 more, right? We have lots of things here. What is that? Conditions of use, privacy notes, create a free business account, sign in. I mean, how many high-level test scenario you will add? Just come up with one now, if you want. So you guys, one time you did like positive test case with username and user email, right? What else is missing here right now? Acceptance criteria is asking, make sure that page is functioning as expected. So that means it's a huge topic, right? It might not function as expected, like because we have so many input buttons. So what will be your high-level test scenario here? My class is so
Maybe negative, some negative test.
Come up with the high-level test scenario.
Invalid for email format or something.
Now, yeah, try to be more generic.
Sorry, what do you mean
Email
by
address will be one test case, right, Chinara? Invalid.
Yes, account creation with invalid email format.
What? Oh, so then you are saying, yeah,
So we are doing the same steps, but with invalid email address.
okay.
Can we do that?
What can be the invalid email address?
Like it's a negative test case.
Yeah.
It has to fail, but pass.
Can you come up invalid email address then?
Like username without @ or we can add
That's one, right?
yeah, we can do border test like with so many characters
Okay, let's go.
or
Make it one.
something else.
Validate, very good one. Validate user.
Your screen is froze again.
Yeah, frozen.
Stop share. Something is happening with my laptop. Okay. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So validate user is not able to sign up with
invalid credential. Oh no, email for email address.
Invalid email address. Good. So how many test cases do you think you will create in order to meet this high-level test scenario?
As many as I can.
There will be a lot, right? For example, you will do email address without @. You will do email address without characters. You will put only numbers, right? Second test case. third test case, you will not put the Gmail or the
Yeah,
extent.
that's yeah, based on the requirements. If they ask like boundary test, let's say,
So that
if
means
there's
you
yeah
are focusing
boundary test or
this one, right? You're
yeah.
focusing this one.
No,
Now,
no, there is I said it's a name, right? It's a name field
no, name field can take a name and the email address.
and email address. Oh yeah.
That's why you did focus the only email, but you can make a little bit more generic. So instead of 10 test case, this can cover what 20 test case. You can do invalid name input.
Yes.
So did you understand what is the like high level test scenario now? Because with one high level test scenario, you can come up several test cases, right? So if this high level test scenario is assigned to Mahabat Ece needs to come up at least 10, 20 test cases. Understand? What else? What kind of high level test scenario we can add here?
Weak password.
Okay, so we are focusing on password input buttons, right?
Yes.
We can do why don't you add also invalid password or something?
Yeah, we can do
More
invalid
more
password.
generic.
Yes, we can do invalid password first, and then
Come up with the sentence with more generic, so you can cover even
they
Valid.
validate when user when user put invalid password.
user user is not
Not able to
create an account, right? Account
Mhm.
with weak and invalid PVD, right? So
Yeah, it's more generic.
they can first check for the weakness and second invalid password option. So it can be another 10, 20 test case, right?
Oh, we can write separate for weak password, like 10, 20 test cases, and invalid password separate. And if there will be plus, like valid and in positive and negative, there is gonna be
Yes.
can be more than 20.
The positive we already covered with this one.
Yeah.
Now we are focusing on invalid one. So Mahabat Ece, what did you say?
Length of the password.
Oh, so that's another criteria. So that means you can also can be like more generic. Validate all the input buttons takes maximum lengths of maximum or length of expected lengths. So then you can add one more, right? Validate all the input buttons. Accepts maximum lengths of required inputs. Okay, for that you can create a 5, 6 test case as well. Okay, and then you need to focus here. Validate user can redirect it to the right page using while clicking any link buttons, right? Then you will do like links, and then you need to make sure that user will be able to redirect to the right page. This is one high level test scenario, right? Is it kicking, guys? Right?
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
So you want to go to sleep?
Yes.
Validate user is able to click the click all the links, and it redirects to the right page. So I put it here. I will put here high level test scenarios. Your homework will be, please create at least one test case for each scenario and execute it. Okay. So then we are done with just learning experience. Okay. And from next sprint, we will start the sprinting. Okay.
Okay.
So we are done with the class. If you have any question, let's talk now. So let's repeat this one. So is it end-to-end test cases? Or is it functional test case? Is it integration test case? What type of test case?
Functional integration.
So
Mock test.
you're right. You're right. And you can add for the small
Regression.
regression. But when you cover the functional, that's why you can read one more time what is functional testing. Functional testing covers basically all of them, integration, end-to-end, and the functional itself. That's why it's like deep. That's why you choose like a generic functional testing. But when you come up with the test scenario, test plans, it's gonna be like you will cover the end-to-end, integration, functional test cases. Okay. And when you go to the interview, just focus. When you go to as soon as you see the manager, always think about high level test scenario. Don't go to the test case first. Okay. You speak as a lead, as a person who has more experience, you will think in the high level test scenario, not in the test case level. Oh, I will create with the invalid character, and then I will create the test case with the positive character. The manager doesn't want to hear that. So you will come up with the high level test scenarios, and you will speak on the high level test scenario level. Oh, basically I will check end-to-end positive scenarios, right? And then second is I need to make sure that all the input boxes are working as expected. Basically, the email address, taking the invalid email, not taking invalid email address, as well as valid email address. And second scenario will be like I need to focus on the lengths of all the input requirements needs to meet the lengths of the input words, whatever its requirement. And then I will also focus on the link pages, as I see here, if I am supposed to test this page, right? So you are covering, I'm doing a functional testing, which is included all the testing types, in end-to-end integration, and also smoke test, and also each functionality purposes as well. So you need to talk in high level when you're talking with the manager. Okay. So did we recover the recording?
Yeah. Can I ask a question? Like,
Yes.
I think the most difficult part in this, like coming up with like different test scenarios. I mean,
Yeah.
like I cannot explain, like I can understand what you are explaining, but then when it comes to create by myself, it's a bit like difficult.
Yeah, that's why the high level test scenario is very crucial part. And that is like, as a manager, I want to see the high level test scenario in your test plan. You are my test lead. You are the responsible that the project is working as expected. And I don't want to read all the test cases. I don't have time. That's why, oh, okay. So Amazon is creating this web page. I will see as a manager, oh, okay. So there are lots of input buttons and then links. They need to test that. I'm thinking in my mind, right? And then I am looking my test lead's high level test scenario. Did she cover all of them? I will quickly read the high level test scenario. Not only me, vice president, all the upper management team members, they will read all of them. They will add, hey, Aidana, can you add this test scenario as well? Since we have this one and we have this kind of functionality, this kind of scenario, and we did face this kind of issue previously, why don't we add one more high-level test scenario, okay?
So high-level test scenarios is more generic, like more general, right? Big.
Yeah, big. So
And then we'll put it into pieces.
when you read this one, to cover this sentence, you will create several test cases, right? So you need to think in the higher level.
So
Like-
if we meet some like scenarios, then there will be nothing, right? It's not like a big problem. Or we need to like to.
Repeat your question.
So if we miss some, like if you don't put some important or I don't know, like some like scenarios, test scenarios, like then what like are
You
there
are right,
the
Aidana.
problem?
Look, you're right. That's why we have a QA process. Do you see this QA check? It's a checklist. You have to finish this all steps. Once you create a test plan, look, you have a test plan, right? It's saying the QA check too. Test plan has shared with the team and the QA manager. So that means, let me show that one with you guys too. You created this test plan, right? Once you create a test plan, you need to share this test plan with your manager, which is required in the QA process, right? It's saying QA check 2, test plan has shared with team and the QA manager, right? So this one has to be done. So you need to follow the QA process. Grooming time, you already created test plan. After creating test plan, you are sharing with the QA manager. So basically, what do? You will come to your test plan here. You will tag your test manager. In this case, I am the test manager. Hello. Hello, IPO. I created this test plan. Please take a look and approve. Okay. So that means what are you doing? You are throwing the ball to to your manager as well as team. So that means there will be a team tag as well. For example, your team called a Titan, then you will just type Titan team, Titan, and then it will be automatically sends your test plan to each team member automatically. If you don't have any like generic tag, then you need to choose most of the time like product owner's name and then Scrum Master name and then some vice president or whatever, or the software manager. You just tag for all of them here. For example, Inji is the software manager. and Mahabat is the vice president. You edit and then you will do save. When you do save, then this one email will go to your manager's email. So that is it's required step. If you don't do this one, your test plan will not be accepted. You didn't follow the QA process, okay? So you need to share the test plan. That time your manager will read this high-level test scenario, and then she will say, oh, why don't we add this one? Why don't we add this one? She will text it here. Hey, Aidana, right? Can you add following test plan to your high-level test scenarios in your test plan? Okay, and then you will, oh, sure, you will text it, and then you will put it in your high-level test scenario. Okay,
Yeah.
so was I able to answer to your question?
Yes.
So do you see this one? Make sure when you guys are creating test plan, at the end, you wait here, at the end, Aidana, I approve. This word is very important. You need to get the message from your manager, I approve, okay? So that means you meet the QA checklist 3. There is several QA checklists until you finish the QA process. So you have until QA check 7. You need to follow all the steps. Okay? Again, this is in the very well designed companies, like very formal companies, maybe in some banks. In that kind of in big places, they have this kind of very good process. For example, in my company, we don't talk much in the story level. We talk in the teams only. But I do, in order to save myself, I do give the notes inside the story and then inside the test case as well. Where's my story? So I will come here to the story. This is a test plan, right? I will be in the test plan level as well as come on, backlog. As well as I will focus for each story too. I will come here. There's IPO. This is the story. If there's something is missing or if the test plan was not approved and I am in the sprint, I will put it comment here too. So can you please take a look my test plan? And if she still didn't answer your manager, then you need to reach out personally. And sometimes I had a situation that they didn't approve. I had to go because they don't understand the project too. And then they said you are the responsible, you are the lead, you are the responsible for this project. In that case, the QA process will be changed. Here, you will be the responsible. You need to be very careful at that time. Okay?
So nobody checks your test plan on just you.
Then you
How
will
about how about other testers? They do not you do not look at your test cases.
They will take a look your test plans, but you can accept if you want, if they in the QA process says you need to share with your team, right? So when you are adding teams, all the testers will also see the test plan. Okay? And they can also add can we add this kind of test scenario, right? So they can add any kind of test scenarios. But most of the time, your focus has to be with the upper management. Most of the product owners, they have very good testing experience. That's why they can come up with test scenarios as well.
Can we show it to BAs,
Yeah.
business analysts?
Business analyst, product owner, those are the people who is responsible to bring the product successful. They will take a look and then give the feedback, and also like when you go to go with this kind of knowledge to the company, you know that like always you remember about the QA process. So they might not have even this kind of documentation. Then you need to go to your manager. Okay, so can you go the definition of done? So you will ask, can you explain me definition of done of this sprint? What should I finish and what should I bring once I am done testing? Then she will say, okay, so you will just put the screenshot and then you will create a very simple test case in the under the comments, or maybe she says, okay, we have test management tool, you need to use that there, and then create a manual test case first and then automation. Okay. So one thing, it's 9 o'clock. Okay, done. I can ask one thing since we started very late. What's the difference between automation test cases and manual test cases? When we will do the automation test case, when we will do the manual test case?
When there are like repetitive test scenarios, then we do automation testing.
Okay. Always focus, right? When you are putting your test case to the automation, it has to be repeatable. If it's repeatable, then you will assign this one to the automation. Okay. There is some test cases, it's not repeatable.
But it depends, right, on organization's policy, or they may require like not to do automation at all, or
No.
something.
All of them require, I mean, they support automation, but if it's not repeatable test case, your test case will fail, right? It will only one time, then it will fail. That's why you shouldn't add that one to the automation. Okay.
It's like in regression testing we do usually, right? Automation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If it's repeatable, you will automate. If it's not repeatable, you will not automate. Okay. Okay, guys. So the homework is clear, right? Create for each high-level test scenario at least one test case so you can remember. And then I would like to see them more test case in your repository. That's it, guys. Bye.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
There's the recording thing. Stop recording. I am very bad on this.